The Book of Joseph, Part 1, Chapter 4. A son of David is summoned. This chapter speaks of the summoning of the sons of David to the temple to find a suitable husband for the Virgin Mary, and discusses the royalty of St. Joseph, his stolen birthright, and his feeling of unworthiness. As Joseph worked and lived in Jerusalem, a decree went out from the temple to all the unmarried male descendants of King David. All the sons of the royal house of David were to report to the Jerusalem temple in order that a suitable husband for the temple virgin, Mary, daughter of Heli, be chosen from among them. Joseph, being a son of David, was required to report. Blessed Anne Catherine Emmerich writes, "When the Blessed Virgin had reached the age of 14 and was to be dismissed from the temple, I saw that the messengers were sent throughout the land, and all unmarried men of the line of David were summoned to the temple." Joseph's Davidic Birthright. In the book of Genesis, the prophecy of Jacob states that the loss of the Davidic crown would be a sign of the coming of the Messiah. "The scepter shall not be taken away from Judah till he come that is to be sent, and he shall be the expectation of nations." Genesis 49:10. By the time Joseph was born into the world, the authority of his royal line had already been stripped away. Nevertheless, Joseph remained the rightful heir to the kings of Judea. In the divine plan, however, Joseph was called to serve the Lord, not upon a throne, but as a worker, to live hidden and humble in life, while still retaining his noble dignity. St. Joseph would have had a perfect claim to the throne. As St. Peter Julian Eymard and St. Bernardino of Siena observe, though the throne was taken from Joseph's family, he was no less a king because of it. St. Peter Julian relates, "Therefore, since Christ was king of the line of David, he made St. Joseph to be born of this same royal line. He wanted him to be noble, of earthly nobility. In the veins of Joseph, therefore, flows the blood of David and Solomon, and all of the noble kings of Judah. If his dynasty still sat on the throne, Joseph would be the heir and would have sat on the throne in his turn. Injustice had expelled his family from the throne, to which he had the right. For this he was no less a king, the son of these kings of Judah, the greatest, noblest, and richest in the world." Thus, in the census records of Bethlehem, St. Joseph was inscribed and recognized by the Roman governor as the heir of David. Therein lies his royal title, which is easily identifiable and bears the royal signature. St. Bernardino tells us, "St. Joseph was born of a patriarchal, royal, and princely race in a direct line. The Gospel of St. Matthew establishes the direct line of all the fathers from Abraham to the spouse of the Virgin, clearly demonstrating that all patriarchal, royal, and princely dignity came together in him. The sovereign Lord in his wisdom deigned to make St. Joseph of royal blood, placing within him all the honor and glory of the house of David. Though his family no longer sat on the throne, Joseph remained a living continuation of that noble lineage. He bore this heritage as though it were a secret, shared only between himself and his Lord, a sacred bond between an earthly prince and the ruler of heaven and earth. St. Joseph's royalty was not displayed with an outward crown, but hidden within his heart, a heart in which our Lord found great consolation and took profound delight." Joseph feels unworthy. Having previously been made aware of the Virgin Mary by his angel, Joseph would often think of her, contemplating her purity, her virtues, and how she was especially favored and loved by God. Yet never did it enter his mind that he might be worthy to have her as his wife. Nevertheless, he obeyed the summons to report to the temple. On his way, he prayed to God, not that he might be chosen, but that the man selected would be truly worthy of her and pleasing in the eyes of the Lord. Servant of God Madre Cecilia Baij reveals Saint Joseph's prayer in this regard. My God and my supreme good, I recognize that I am unworthy to be the one to receive from you so eminent a gift as this Holy Virgin Mary as a spouse. I realize that I have no right to expect it. I beg you to give this Holy Virgin a bridegroom who will be worthy of her. But to me, kindly grant an increase of your grace and love. I place myself entirely in your hands. May whatever pleases you be always done to me. I desire nothing else than that your holy will be done in me. End of chapter 4.